இனிஷியல் என்ன? ஓகே, பசங்களுக்கு குவிஸ். பிரம்மா இனிஷியல் என்ன? கேளு பசங்களை.
Children, uncle wants to know what is the initial of Brahmaji.
B.
B. Uncle B சொல்றாங்க.
எம் பிரம்மா எம். நாராயணா. ஓகே. So, see, why are we happy now in the class, even cutting jokes? We're not the same when we're doing our work, both at office or at home. We're all the time nervous. But now we're all happy. Why? Because when we're doing any work connected with ourselves, either in the office or at home, we're always worried about the results. When you are worried about the results, you cannot be happy. And not being worried about the results, you have no choice when you see yourself as a limited entity with a particular body. When you have a body and you are different from others, you are insecure. And naturally, this insecurity brings agitations, fears, sorrow, anger, jealousy. You can't be happy. On the contrary, when you see everything to be God, nothing different from God, you are different from me, I am different from you, only as the wave is different from the bubble, bubble is different from the foam, but as water, they're all the same. In my dream, my enemy, my friend, all of them are me only. So when you can see God in everything, in every being, in all the experiences that you get, happy, sorrow, both are given to you by God. Like doctor gives you sometimes sweet pill, sometimes bitter pill. When you see God in all, and you are that God, you are not insecure because there is nobody else to fear. You fear only of the other person. And only you are there, there cannot be change. There is no death. Water has no death. Wave has death. And wave is not different from the water. So, our sorrows, our death, all these are not because of something happening, because of our confusion about our own selves. When you have the right understanding, when you have the right knowledge, all confusions are gone, and then you are all the time enthusiastic and happy. That is how the depressed, despondent Arjuna, when he saw the problem from his own ego standpoint, got depressed. When Krishna lifted himself from his ignorance that he is a body with a soul, Krishna said, no, you are a soul with a body. And when Krishna taught him what he is, the same Arjuna said, now I am ready to fight. Come on, let's fight. And he became victorious. This is the simple secret. You want to be happy, you want to be victorious, you want to be successful, you want to conquer death, you know you to be different from the body, from the mind, from the intellect. You are conscious of the body, you are conscious of the mind, you are conscious of the intellect. Therefore, therefore you have to be different from the body, you have to be different from the mind, you have to be different from the body is changing. You remember all changes. You remember all changes. Changing all the changes. Therefore, you are the one who has changed. Along with the changes, but you are the one who made it possible. If you are agitated, you are sad, try to see because of whom I am able to experience this agitation, because of whom that I am able to experience this sorrow. And in that, there is neither agitation nor sorrow. This death, nobody has experienced. If they experience death, they are not dead, because dead person cannot experience. So death is only a confusion. Since I remember my childhood, youth and old age, the body changed, I didn't change. And then what about the sorrows? They are all needed for you to get out of this misunderstanding that you are the body. So God has to give you some experiences where you train yourself to detach from the body, detach from the mind, detach from the intellect, all the time tuned to God. Towards that, you need these experiences, different experiences. So he gives. So do not resist those experiences. You welcome them. Sorrow comes, oh, that is prasad of my God. He loves me. He gives me sorrow so that I wake up. So that way, when you have no resistance to people, because you are the one, you have no resistance to experiences because they are given to you by the all-loving God, then your life every minute is beautiful. Your life every minute is beautiful. Death doesn't frighten you. You become death to death. You become death to death. This you have to practice all your lifetime till it becomes your experience. Anything starts like that. First it's a thought. Then it becomes a habit. Then it becomes a nature. Thought, for some time you go on thinking, it becomes a habit. After some time, it becomes nature. Like that, you say every time, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. I am the self, the consciousness, the bliss, the happiness. Go on saying that. By the age of 30, you will all be great jnanis. And wherever you are working, in the office or anywhere, people can't miss your glory. People can't miss your glamour. People can't miss your presence because you radiate happiness. That is the message of the Gita. And so he said, death is not there. Why? Because whatever has life cannot die. What has no life cannot live. If you are seeing something now, you are seeing the house, you are seeing the mobile, you are seeing your laptop, you are seeing people. How what you are seeing can become non-existence. If you are seeing something, it exists. If something exists, it will always exist. Something which doesn't exist cannot come into being. Cannot come into being. Sky flower. Can you see a sky flower? You cannot see because there is no sky flower at all. So Krishna says, whatever you are seeing, because you are seeing, they exist, but they exist as God, you. The forms that you see of that existence are only apparent, like the water becomes the wave only by appearance. Only by seeing the water, with a form, it becomes a wave. See water alone. Water has no birth, water has no death. See God alone everywhere. Your enemy, understand, he is God. He is your enemy to help you to change yourself and to believe that God alone is real. Not to have any attachment to this world. God gives you some experiences. So he said, Nasato vidyate bhava, na bhavo vidyate satah. Ubhayoho api drushtaha, drushtontaha tu tattvadarshibhi. Ubhayorapi drushtontaha tattvadarshibhi. The meaning of these two statements is seen by the knowers of truth. And then, he has to explain, because all of us are seeing both changeless and changing. What is changing? What is changeless? In the way form is changing, water is not changing. In me, existence, consciousness, happiness, which are there when I sleep, when the mind is disconnected, that is the real me. That doesn't change. Changes appear, things appear to be different. Fear, sorrow, all come because of the mind. This mind splits one to be many. I am sleeping, I am one. But in my dream, I dream as my friend, my enemy, policeman, judge, and all that, because of the mind. If you wake up, if you can similarly, like in the sleep, detach from this mind, you will see only consciousness, only existence, only God. So he says, this body is ever changing. The one in the body never changes. So, antavanta ime dehaha, nityasya uktaha sharirinaha. This body, antavanta ime dehaha, these bodies of the permanent self, they are eternal. The self is eternal. Antavanta ime deha, nityasyokta sharirinaha. Ana of the indweller in the body have an end. Antavantaha, anta means end. Deha, bodies. Antavanta ime deha. These bodies have an end. But the indweller in it, sharirinaha, nityasya vukta, he is eternal. And such an eternal self, consciousness, who lives in this finite body, antavanta ime deha, nityasya vukta sharirinaha, of such a one, anashinaha, indestructible, aprameyaha, immeasurable, infinite, asya, aprame asya, this self is indestructible, is immeasurable, is incomprehensible. Therefore, Arjuna, shake off your confusion that you are the body, you are going to kill. They are bodies, they are going to be killed. Shake off this. Understand, these bodies are not the self. They have an end. Antavanta ime deha. Nityasya vukta sharirinaha. These bodies house the embodied self. And he is indestructible, and he is immeasurable. Nobody can cause death to him, the self. Therefore, Arjuna, come on, get up and fight. Your argument that they are going to die, I am not going to kill, is a confusion. And he says the same thing in a different manner. Yayenam vetti hantaram, yascha yenam manyate hatam. Ubhau tau na vijanitaha, na ayam hanti, na hanyate. He who thinks, I am going to kill or I am going to be killed, both these people who says, I am killing, I am going to be killed, they do not know the truth. This self can neither be killed nor be a killer. This killing doesn't mean only killing, even hurting. I am hurt, he said this. When you say, I am hurt, when you said this, you have decided to be the individual, the body. And therefore that is ignorance. And when you feel you are hurt, you thought you were the body. And when you feel that he has hurt, you feel he is different from you. Because of this confusion that I am a body, he is different from me, you feel hurt or you feel you are hurting. Both are confusions. I am the same. I am neither hurt nor can hurt. I am neither killed nor can kill. Right? And then so he is now concluding the nature of this self. Na jayate mriyate va kadate nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha ajo nitya shashvatoyam purana na hanyate hanyamane sharire. This self, when the body is killed, is not killed. When the wave dies, water does not die. When the dream dies, the waker does not die. This self doesn't die when the body dies. This self cannot die because it has no birth. What has no birth? How can it die? Water is not born, therefore it won't die. Wave is born, therefore wave will die. What is wave? Nothing other than water. See, not seeing water as water, carried away by the form it has, and you think it's a wave, that makes you see birth and death. As water, it has no birth, no death. Na jayate, it is not born. Na mriyate, therefore it doesn't die. It is not born, it doesn't die. Therefore, in between, it has no old age, it has no sickness, it doesn't grow, it doesn't decay. What has a birth, what has a death, undergoes all these changes. Growing, disease, decay, death, all these. Self has none of them. The self, the consciousness, the existence has no birth, no death. Therefore, other four modifications between birth and death, like growing, decaying, disease, death, they are also not there for the self. Na jayate, na mriyate va kadate, na ayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. This having come to existence will not cease to exist even in future. Ajaha, unborn. Nityaha, eternal. Shashvataha, permanent. Ajaha, Nityaha, Shashvata, Hayam, Puranaha, most ancient. Na hanyate, hanyamane, sharire. When the body is killed, it is not killed. So, Ajaha, unborn. Water is unborn. And therefore, it has no death, therefore eternal, Nityaha. Ajaha, Nityaha. Shashvataha, permanent. Nityaha, eternal. Shashvataha, permanent. What is the difference? As water, it is eternal. Even in the wave that you see, with the form, the water is permanent. Form changes. So when you see God or consciousness through a person also, it is permanent. Even without the person as existence, it is eternal. And Purana, ancient. How ancient? That which was there before time began. When does time begin? Time begins with the second experience. First experience, there is no time. Second experience, the gap between the first experience and the second experience is called unit of times. Time comes. At the first experience, there was no time. And this is the very origin of the first experience. Because for the first experience, you need the world, you need the body, you need the mind, you need the intellect. And all of them have come from the self. Therefore, self was there before the body, before the mind, before the intellect, before the objects, before the emotions, before the thoughts. Therefore, it was there before the time. Only in time you have old age, aging. That which is not subject to age is ever fresh. It has no aging. It never becomes old. No wrinkles, no dying. This dying is dying in beauty parlor. It's ever fresh. Only that which is subject to time, because it decays, it has fatigue. It has tiredness. It becomes old. That which is before time never becomes old. That which was before time never becomes old. Therefore, it's called Purana. What is Purana? Pura api navaha. Pura api, though old, it's ever fresh because it doesn't become, it is not affected by time. Though old, it is ever fresh. Pura api navaha. That is why Puranas are called the stories. Ever fresh. The stories are old, Pura. But the message is ever fresh. Anybody can listen at any time and they will be inspired. That's why Puranas are called, though old, ever fresh. Puranaha na hanyate hanyamane sharire. When this body is killed, the self is not killed. Right? And is now killing Veda vinashinam nityam yayenam ajam avyayam katham sapurusha partha kam ghatayati hantikam. One who knows him to be avinashi, he cannot be destroyed. Yenam, this self, ajam unborn, avyayam doesn't decay. Katham sapurusha partha kam ghatayati. How can anybody cause injury or even kill this self? He who knows this self alone is there, nothing else is there. It is there everywhere. How can you cause a dent? To cause a dent, there should be space. There is no space where self is not there. So you can't even cause a dent. How can you kill? Because there is nothing other than that to kill. You, the killer itself, is that. How can you kill that? The dreamer cannot kill the waker. The dreamer cannot kill the waker. So therefore, he who knows the self to be this doesn't confuse himself either to be the killer or being killed, like Arjuna is confused. I'm going to kill my teachers, my grandfathers, etc. Right? Then what about this death that we are seeing everywhere? He says, give me 1 minute, please. 1 second I want from you. Yeah. About this. Yeah. Hello? Yeah. What about this death we are seeing every time? The death that you are seeing is like changing a cloth, shirt. When a shirt becomes useless, or old, torn, you throw it and take a new shirt. Similarly, you lived through this body for some time. Now this body is useless to you. It cannot give you any more experiences that will take you to perfection or God. And therefore you throw this body and take to a new body, like you throw the old cloth and take to a new cloth. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. Vasamsi, clothes. Jirnani, worn out. Yatha, just as vihaya, casting off. Tatha, similarly, sharirani vihaya. The casting of these bodies. Navani grupnati. He takes up new bodies, new clothes, new bodies. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. Navani grupnati naroparani. Tatha sharirani vihaya. Jirnan. Jirnan sharirani vihaya. Jirnan. Fatigued, digested, deceased, decayed bodies, casting off, anyani, others, samyati, collects, dehi, this indweller in the body. Now somebody asked a question, so only worn out clothes you throw off, the bodies also become old, become sick, you throw off. But we see young people dying, they are not old, they are not torn off shirts. How? It is because there are people like some kings and queens who will not wear any dress second time. They will wear only once. And every day they change 8 dresses. Breakfast one dress, brunch one dress, lunch one dress, tea one dress, dinner one dress, supper one dress, like that. Several dresses. And nothing they will wear second time. They throw it off. Somebody buys a car, he uses for 15 years. And when he sells, somebody else buys. Some people change the car every 6 months or 1 year. People like me use the mobile phone for 10 years, or my laptop, or an iPad. Some people change every 3 months, 6 months. Like they change their spouses, right? So who is to decide something is useful, something is not useful, something is old, something is not old? The wearer. Similarly, this person, the young person who dies, decided this atmosphere is enough for me. I will not gain any progress today. So he quits. So if you say this like this, that means we voluntarily choose the bodies. In that case, who will choose a body born blind, born deaf, born dumb, born crippled, and in a slum? Who will choose? Why did I choose? That is the next question. Now, somebody was going on smoking, never stopped. He got lung cancer. And he goes to doctor. He says lung cancer. He comes home. He says, doctor said I have lung cancer. The wife and children say, you asked for it. Did he ask for lung cancer? Yes, but by his actions, if we went on drinking, smoking, he will get lung cancer. If we went on drinking, you will get cirrhosis of the liver. So similarly, you lived a particular life, and as an antidote cure for that, you got this life. Therefore, God punishes. No, you lived some values. The values have to be corrected. So in this life, these particular deficiencies like blindness, deafness, dumbness, poverty, etc., will cure you from those disease and confusions, take you nearer to God. Some people die in the womb itself. That child wanted only that experience in the womb. Therefore, vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya, navani grupnati naroparani, Tatha sarirani vihaya jirnan anyani samyati navani. Just as you cast off your used, worn out, no more useful clothes, take to new ones. Similarly, you throw off the bodies that have served their purpose, that are worn out, take to new bodies. Therefore, that's all death. You are not dead. The bodies, like the clothes, are thrown out. Nobody mourns when he takes a new clothes. So nobody should mourn when you die and take a new body. And now he's going to tell you how this self, the body can be cut with a knife, with a pistol. Self cannot be. Why? Self is subtle. With a knife, you can cut ice. But can you cut water with a knife? You cannot. The gross one, that which is thick and gross, cannot cut the subtle one. Ice is gross, water is subtle. Knife is gross. Gross knife can cut the gross ice. Gross knife cannot cut the subtle water. So the self is the subtlest. Subtlest means that cannot be seen. But that is experienced. That is there everywhere. Ice is there only limited space. When it becomes water, more space. When it becomes vapor, even more space. So subtlety means, subtle means occupies more and more space. That's called subtle. That which occupies more and more space. Self is everywhere. Therefore, subtlest. The subtlest cannot be killed by any other thing like weapons, water, because they're all gross compared to the self. So that is telling now, Nainam chindanti sastrani, weapons. Nainam chindanti, they cannot cleave or cut this body, this self. Nainam dahati pavaka, this self cannot be burnt by fire, because the very power in fire is this self. The very power to burn in the fire is this self. Nachainam ledayantyapaha, water cannot wet this self, because water, there should be holes. What moisture should be there in those holes? Only if there is moisture, this vapor can dry. So weapons cannot cut it. Fire cannot burn it. Water cannot wet it. Wind cannot dry it. What else can do? What else is there to cause damage to the cell? Pistol. Arey, that's a weapon. Oh, gas. That is air. Burn, fire. These are all the known methods of destruction. No known method of destruction can cause damage to the cell. Therefore, there is no death to the cell. And that only he says in the next verse, yes, concluding. Ached yoyam, this cannot be cut. Ada yoyam, this cannot be burned. Aso akled yoyam, this cannot be wet. Aso shyaha, this cannot be dried. Yevacha, therefore, nityaha, eternal. Why it is eternal? It's all pervading. There is for something to change, die, you need space. It's all pervading. Sarvagataha, sthanuhu, most sthanuhu, stable, achalaha, motionless. Ayam sanatanaha. This self is the most ancient. Two words he said, stable and motionless. How? Mountain is stable. It doesn't shake either at the bottom or the top. Tree is stable at the bottom, but on the top it can shake. The self as it is or in the body, as it is everywhere existence, it cannot change. Or in the body, that changes. This self doesn't change. This is most ancient, beyond time. And then Avyakyoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam udahkrutaha. Avyakyoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate tasmadevam viditvainam nanushochitum arhasi. Avyakyoyam, it's not manifest. Achintyoyam, it cannot be thought of. Avikaryoyam, it cannot be modified. It cannot be modified. Therefore, knowing this, self to be like this, it cannot be cut, it cannot be wet, it cannot be dried, it cannot be burned. And this self, nobody can even see. It is not manifest to kill. Avyaktam. Avyaktam means not manifest, means subtle everywhere. Achintya. To kill, you should see, or you should know, think. Achintya, you cannot even think. Avikaryoyam, it cannot modify. Why? I will tell you one by one. Avyaktaha, not manifest. What is manifest? That which you can see by the senses or the mind is called manifest. See, this dead body can it see? Dead body can it hear? Seeing is possible only because of the self. Hearing is possible because of this self. If you want to see this self, bring it before the eyes. Who is there to see behind the eyes? The man who is seeing something through the telescope wants to see who he is seeing. He comes before the telescope. There is nobody there to see. Right? This is the very power because of which you see. And when you try to objectify that power, you cannot see, you cannot hear. And it doesn't change because for any change, you need space. Since there is no space where it is not there, it is there everywhere, it cannot change also. And therefore, knowing this self to be like this, Arjuna, don't grieve. And you are not allowed to grieve, and you are not fit to grieve, and you should not grieve. Na anushochitam. Okay, little grief can be there, but anushochitam, continuously to be lost in that, is not at all a wise man's way. And supposing you say, no, we are seeing every day birth and death. Athachainam nityajatam nityam va manyase mrutam tathapitvam mahabahu naivam shochitumartasi jatasya hi dhruvam mrityu dhruvam janma mrutasya cha tasmat apariharyati natvam shochitumartasi. You are seeing every day people dying, people being born. If somebody dies, somebody should be born. Somebody born, he should die. So that, supposing you cut a tree is dead, wood is born. You burn the wood is dead, charcoal is born. You powder the charcoal is dead, powder is born. Like that, things can only change name and form. They can only change name and form. They cannot become non-existent. Hence, at one end you say death, another end it is birth. Childhood dies, youth born. Youth dies, old age born. Somebody said, death of the, what is that? Caterpillar is the birth of the butterfly. Caterpillar alone because the butterfly. The caterpillar died, but butterfly is living. Similarly, a flower bud dies, flower is born. Likewise, when you say somebody is dead, he is born elsewhere. Somebody is born, he was dead elsewhere. So this continuously going on, dead, born, is only seeing one thing from 2 points. Right? जातस्य हि ध्रुवं मृत्युः ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्मात् therefore अपरिहार्यार्थे that which you cannot avoid न त्वं शोचितुम् अर्हसि, you should not grieve like this. So he is concluded why Arjuna should not grieve, why he should fight. He gave the up to now the nature of the self. This self is not subject to birth, death, change, disease, decay, death. He is concluding, and we will see that, and from there onwards, what to do next class. Right? Thank you all. Now, your teachers will take care of you. God bless you all. I am quitting.